Hey everyone, this is Rocky and welcome to businesswritingtutorials.com. This is just a quick overview on how to use the site. So once you go to the URL businesswritingtutorials.com, you can click on a register or login. If you need to register, then go ahead and do that. If you accidentally get to a page that looks like this and you still have to register, you can click register here. And if you ever lose your password, there's a lost password process that you can go through. So just add in your information. For your password, I recommend strongpasswordgenerator.com. You can just generate one. If you don't like punctuation in your passwords, then you can click the options and uncheck that and regenerate one. Either way, it should be pretty strong. If you want to manage your passwords and you don't have one of those password managers, there's a free one called LastPass that I use that seems pretty good. Works across all my browsers. I like it. Okay, so enter your password, note it somewhere if you need to, and just put in your information. Please just use your real first and last name for your account. This is just a test one, obviously, or example one, I mean. Just because I use people's names to organize, so I know who's in the classes. There's a couple of humanity tests here, so you just have to click the box, and then they'll give you some image test that you have to do, so verify that. And then one last question here. This is just to stop robot spam users from signing up, and you'll get an email sent to your email address, so make sure it's one you check. And if it doesn't show up, you can check your junk folder, but it should show up. And there's a verification link here that just ensures that somebody else isn't registering for you, so you just have to click through there, and now you can log in with your information. So you can click here or button. Screens might look slightly differently if you're on a tablet or mobile phone, but it should be pretty consistent across browsers and devices. So we just want to log in here with the information that you just put. If you're using LastPass, you might want to save that, but I'm not going to save this because it's just an example account. Once you get in, you might see some site notices. That's just the most recent one that I put, so you can read those and close them when you're finished. Then you've got a few menus. You've got one at the top. So when you want to register for courses, you'll go to available courses. And then, of course, the other pages. Resources has a lot of good tutorials related to writing that you'll see later. There's a menu down at the bottom with the privacy policy terms and some links here if you want to connect. And then finally, you've got your personalized menu, which once you upload your avatar or photo, then that'll show here. But for now, it's just a mystery man by default. You can go to your profile, and then there's some other options here. You can check them out. Once you get to your profile page, you can customize it. There's a few different tabs if you want people to be able to look at your links. If you don't want people to see your last name like other people on the site, then you can change the privacy settings. Okay, so for now, the last name can only be seen by me. Oops. And also, there's some information related to your field. If you want to put this here, it might help you connect with people who have similar career and study interests. A personal tab. Just test this out here. Make sure you can click save if you want to save your changes. Great. Okay, and then you can create a profile photo. And you can either use your webcam if you click take photo, or you can upload one. Usually just takes a second to upload. You should be able to crop it better than this, but at the moment it's just a little bit buggy. Okay, and then your photo should show up here in the top. Mine got cut off a little bit because the cropping wasn't working today. But yeah, then you can just go to groups, and you might want to join a group. If you don't see any, chances are it's because you haven't signed up for a class yet, so you want to go up to available courses. If you try to go to courses now, you won't have any courses yet, so it'll just be blank. But if you go to available courses, you can see what's available. At the moment, there's just one, so you can click on that if that's the one that you want, or by the time you see this, there might be more. First, you have to click take this course, and then you'll go to the course page here, and you can see the different lessons. You should always start in order. So a lot of times, in order to go on to the next topic, you'll have to have completed another one. So a lot of times you'll see some video content. There could also be some written content that you want to go through. make sure you always read and watch everything there, and go down. And then you'll see a Mark Complete button at the bottom of each topic and also at the end of each lesson, and then finally a final Mark Complete button at the end of the course. Every time that you click Mark Complete, you're certifying that you've read the information, have gone through it, and that you're responsible for it as you go forward with the course. So this is just an example, so I'll do that, but normally you would watch the content first. There'll be some quizzes throughout, so you'll have to click Start Quiz. And I'm not going to do this correctly. I'm just going to click the first answer for everything just to show you how you might go through it, and how you get your feedback afterwards. Okay, 8 of 10. This is your progress here. And finish quiz, and then your results will generate. I probably got them all wrong. Maybe I got one right by accident. Yeah, I got 3 right somehow by accident. Okay. The answers actually they show randomly. If you want to see which questions you got right or wrong, you can click this View Questions button here. If you want to restart the quiz here, and if you want to try to continue here. Now, for the most part, you're going to have to get 100% on your quiz before you can continue. You can usually take them as many times as you want. So here I tried to continue, but it didn't let me yet because I haven't passed the quiz. So I'll just close this off for a second, and I'll show you what it looks like when you pass through. Okay, so I just went through the quiz this time, and hopefully we'll see if I'm able to pass my own quiz here. So, okay, as you go through that time. And also your scores you'll see broken down by categories. But again, if you get anything wrong, you click on View Questions so you can see which questions you got incorrect. Okay, so I don't have to restart this quiz now. I should be able to continue to the next topic. And there we go. Also, there are some badges throughout the site that you will receive as you go through. And in those cases, you get some points for them, and there's a leaderboard. So usually I give out prizes at the end of a course for top leaders, usually good ones. Okay, so again, I want to go through these. Now, this is an optional quest, so if you have an optional quest, you can, I'm going to right-click it and open it up in another tab here. And this is just an optional one. Now, this one I can only try one time because it's like a challenge quest, so if you want to do that, you can. Regardless of whether you take an optional quest, you'll still have to click Mark Complete just to go to the next topic. Okay, and it looks like we have another video here, so we can click play there. I'll imagine that I've watched all this. Of course, you want to watch it before you click Mark Complete. In some cases, there will actually be a timer by this Mark Complete button, and if you see a timer by the button, then you'll have to wait until the timer goes to 0 to click that button. It'll be inactive until that. Usually is to give you enough time to watch the video. Okay, and then I just want to show you what will happen here if we finish the lesson. So there's one last quiz, and I'll just go through this really quickly. Okay, so I just went through that quiz, and again, hopefully I'm able to pass my own quiz. Okay, so then again, remember at the bottom of a quiz, it's not Mark Complete, but you actually have to click here to continue. Even if you don't click that, I'm pretty sure your quiz will get recorded. Okay, so now I've finished all the topics in the lesson, but you'll see that I haven't clicked Mark Complete for the entire lesson yet. So if I were to go back into my courses, it might show that I haven't done this lesson. Let's see if we can see what that looks like. The radio buttons turn green or some color. It'll probably still be green when you see it. So look, it's still empty here, this radio button, so it looks like I haven't done the first lesson. I know that I have done it, so I'm going to go back in here, and the reason is because I haven't clicked this final Mark Complete for the whole lesson. Okay, and then so if I go back one more time and I see in my courses, then it should be green here for the first one. Yeah, and then you would go through that same process for all the lessons in the course. And at the very end of the course, then you would also click Mark Complete. In the case of this particular course, I'm adding lessons weekly, but your course might be completely, might be all uploaded already when you sign up, depending on which course it is. So that's how you use the site. If you have questions, then you can email me at rocky@businesswritingtutorials.com. And I hope you enjoy the site and are learn a lot from the lessons. All right, see you around.